Hello, everyone. Let's just take the rest of the day off. You've got permission. Go ahead and tell your boss, hey, this YouTube guy told me that this was completely okay, that I was allowed to take the rest of the day off or something. Whatever. Get him to send you home early. Let's do some TA and see what's going on with these markets. Jesus. I know most people want to get excited about a little pumpage, but man, I don't. I'm not right now. Definitely not. Not excited at all. We're going to start out with looking at the Dow Jones. Whoa. I mean, if that's not a hell of a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, that's massive. That is beast mode right there. 430 something odd points closed today. Only like 1.4, 1.5. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Broadening wedge. I mean, yeah, we're bouncing off of almost oversold on the RSI. We have just a tiny bit of lost negative momentum. I don't know how long that can hold. We've had them before. You can look back to this trend and we've had uptrends. Now, where I will get excited is on the 4 hour and the daily is once we head back up to test here again. Once we break above it, back test, and then go, here's what I want to see. Before I'll say, yeah, bull market's coming, it's back on. This is what we've got to see. And my predictions is something like this. Just not going up. It never goes up in a straight line. You test it, probably a rejection. Then we break through, back test the line of support, and then we go. That's what typically happens. That's what I want to see happen. That's probably the most reliable. If you get something like that, a back test, a spring, and a back test of a spring, then you have confirmation to know that, okay, we're in an uptrend. I just don't know if that's going to be the case. Not saying that it ain't, but it sure ain't nothing still saying that it is. So we'll look at it on the 4 hour. Now, the 4 hours showing a massive loss in negative momentum, which is resulting in these three green candles. It is what it is. You know, the 1 hours is corroborating that story. We haven't even made a higher high than this last high. Where are we at from there? We're at 31,583. You know, get to that. Then we got to make a higher high. Going to happen. I think we're going to get all faked out. We're going to get screwed because typically anytime before the Fed speaks, happens every time. Happens every time the last year or two. The Fed speaks. It announces interest rate again, especially on the weekly. You got the Dow Jones is almost about to go neutral, possibly head down to negative. It doesn't look. It's not convincing. That's what I'm saying. Is it's not convincing. We even had a bigger rally, a 2.5, almost 2.2% rally on the Nasdaq today. It's not convincing at all. Not with the rejection areas that we've had. I've outlined where we can find support next, and we've got to get down to that or test that. One of the two. We're in a range. We've got to test it. Let's see. But the weekly on it, still losing positive momentum. Cannot be excited about the strength of an uptrend holding and continuing if you're losing positive momentum. We haven't really lost a lot of negative on the daily chart to even get excited yet. We got one big, huge bullish engulfing candle, if you want to call it that. It technically is, but well, no, it's not technically is, but it is, but it ain't. It could have went a little lower than engulf, but it's a big green candle. But we've had them before, only to make lower highs and lower lows. Sure, we could. Now, if we can hold this area, get follow through, and make a higher high, then we'll start throwing around the idea, start looking at more of a bullish bias. Until then, it's still shorts and puts on everything. I'm just not falling for it. We can look at the DXY, see what the dollar's done today, this week. Still bullish on the weekly. Now that is a massive candle wick that was pushed down. There was a lot of weakness in the dollar a couple times this week. The daily doesn't look as bad, really. I mean, I'm okay with red candles. They happen. We've still got a long way to go. Most likely, I could see us possibly getting down and testing this right here. I mean, I don't see why we wouldn't. It would make sense to 108.992. The dollar could come down to that. We could have Fed speech. Some crazy crap could get said. Spook the market some more. Dollar runs up and we blast off again. That's typically what happens. It's just not showing that much weakness. Not enough weakness to me. Oh man, let's jump in and buy calls or go long on everything. Nope, not yet. Not yet. So the DXY, we're still very, very bullish on that. As long as it's bullish, that's all you're going to get. That's it, is downside in stocks. We need it to start turning around to see upside in stocks and in crypto. In the last 24 hours, something. Yeah, I mean, we broke out of this bear flag and we're still heading down in a consolidation phase that's coming right here, and we're heading towards our target. We've broken out of this little falling or rising wedge, and it's done nothing but go down. We had some green days, hours. You just can't be excited yet. Ethereum is starting to show a different story, and it's because of the merge. Those of you that don't know, Ethereum's upgraded their protocol. The merge has started. They're working on getting all of that 100%. That could change things. I'm not complete 100%. That makes Ethereum proof of stake instead of proof of work, and should make it a deflationary asset. You could see some upwards pressure, but if you zoom out, look what we have. Look how much we have to go before we're really considered in any kind of bull market. We need to make a higher high than basically, let's say $2,100. We've got to break that, break the 200-day moving average, and then start getting a little bit of hopium when we hit that 25. But we still, to make a higher high to confirm a trend change, y'all, we've got to break $3,500. We got to break $3,500 to show a high, a major trend change. So I don't understand how anybody can get real excited. 5% to close up 5% for the day on a crypto is nothing. That's nothing. I mean, I've seen Bitcoin swing like $17,000 in a matter of 24 hours. That's just not, that's nothing to get crunk about yet. Look at some of the Discord alerts that's been posted over the last week or so. Some shit that got blown out of the water today. Kinda, not really. You still got BBBY, Bed Bath Beyond, little tiny baby candle. We're showing loss of positive momentum. I'm still leaning towards the downside on it, even though this big, nasty engulfing candle came in today and pushed it up. I mean, but didn't really push it up that much. We ended the day up 12%. It's starting to trade like a crypto. The volatility in it is so much manipulation. Can you get excited about 12%? If you caught the very bottom and you're going long, maybe. That's a great return for a scalp or day trade. But we got up to $8.24. And then now after hours, we're at $7.73. We're just probably not going to hold those gains. Putting a lot of new positions in any direction, we need to wait for confirmation of direction of the markets. So, great. It's storming and raining again here. That's what we need. More. Jackson, Mississippi needs more floodwaters. But let's get confirmation of a direction on these trends before you go to jumping in and taking swings and stuff. Peloton. I mean, Peloton is Peloton. That should be garbage enough for you to go, hey, wait a minute. Let's not get excited about it. It just kind of ended the day up 3%. But after the loss it's had, how can you get excited about that? Even RKT, another alert, one of the puts. We had a small rally today. I know it sounds like 3.71%. It's 27 cents. Just not do anything that's getting me excited, especially on the weekly. The fact that we're already draw here. I mean, we're losing this momentum. This positive momentum is just dying, and we're still making all of these lower highs and lower lows. That's enough to make me go, Not today, Satan. I'm not going to catch this one. Draw trend lines and stuff. Double top, and we're still headed down. Not something I would want to dive into right now. Some of the oil stocks, which probably should be pumping right now, they got kind of beat up a little bit today. I mean, 2%, nothing crazy. I think we've got more room to run, but it is going into midterm elections, so you got to be careful about the manipulation there, that things are going to be twisted and people's going to be doing favors and cutting supplies and all that crap to manipulate what they can. So other than that, I mean, you got everything up, some 4%, 5%, 1%. You've got them all across the board from 9%. And I did do a couple little things just to get a taste. I would probably take some puts on a 6% rally today. Let's see. We'll pull down here and just to see. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow and check it out. All right, we had about a 4% rally on RKT. Let's just say we take another put position, which I kind of did. Where do you have the most obvious directions? I mean, do we look like we have more room to the upside or downside? What's more possible? To get back to this low, we're a lot closer to this low than we are this last high. Therefore, just the path of least resistance would tell me that it'd be easier for someone to push this down. You know, large entity or just retailers piling on it. That's going to stay. My bias is going to be bearish until something changes and we get confirmation of highs and lows. Dogecoin up 3.5%. Bitcoin 2.9. Ethereum. About an hour and a half from now, we'll have a new daily candle open up. It is what it is. The daily on Bitcoin is trying its best to lose this and go neutral on the RSI and not the RSI, but the MACD. The RSI is still bouncing, just bouncing off of oversold. It's not running up. It's just bouncing off oversold. It's still struggling. So Bitcoin is still one to watch, that it's just not in that area. Now, we had a Discord member ask today to even bring it up. Could we run to 22.5, 23? Yeah. I don't know why we wouldn't. I mean, if you wanted to right here, and you still wouldn't make a higher high is what's crazy. Let's say we run to 23. About there-ish. What did it do for us? Nothing. It got us back inside of this rising wedge / bear flag. It didn't do anything. It didn't create a higher high. It did create a higher low at that point. But until you get a higher low and a higher high, you can't even start thinking about a bullish scenario. You've got to play the trend. You'll either get lucky or wrecked. Most likely wrecked. The 4 hour, just a bounce. It's losing a little bit of negative momentum. You're already at positive momentum on the hourly, so we'll see what the night brings and what tomorrow brings, and hopefully what the Fed's going to bring. How many of y'all playing with that garbage Luna? Look here. Here's your weekly chart on Luna, people. I keep having people ask me, oh, is Luna a good buy right now? I don't know. If someone rug pulled you, stole all your money, and then told you, was like, oh, sorry, I've got a new coin I started. Trust it. Come put your money in it. Would you also buy the new coin? And would you go back and go, well, he's done screwing everybody on that one. there's still more upside. No, this, you see a candle like this is not upside. This is not a good buying opportunity. If it goes to $130, I don't care, because I don't want to risk my money for that crap. And I know people that are. I know people that are, I'm going hard in Luna, man. All it's got to do is pop like just a couple cents. It's big money. Yeah, okay. Let's give the guy some more of our money. It is not where I want to even. There's so many better trade setups. Why mess with that? But anyway, almost all your cryptos doing the same stuff. If you analyze Bitcoin, you've got the rest of them. There's nothing wrong with a bear market. I love it. It's the time to buy more, accumulate. It's going to be fine. In time, there's a 4-year cycle. It will be fine. And you can see where I'm expecting us to dump to at some point, and I think that capitulation is going to show up soon. I think we get down to that 12 or 13 range. I don't see why we wouldn't. It would make sense to get down to that heavily traded area that's been tested multiple times and then bounce. And that would also keep with our, let's look at our long-term trend line and see where we're at here. I mean, you're talking about, you can, it's more of an arc, because if you try and draw
under it right now, but if you've got the arc, we're still kind of a ways off from bouncing. And you can pull up a lot of those charts too. Already out there all over online there, the rainbow chart. So guys, all I'm saying is I think we need more time. We need more time before we can say that the bull trend is confirmed. You have some insane divergence right here, but you're not getting any buyers in the market. Sell pressure is dying. The buyers are not coming in right now. Buyers are not coming in. It's just not. So I think we're going to end up having to look at this through this bearish bias until we get confirmation. That's all we can do. But anyway, that's kind of a little overview of the markets. Just for anybody who was wondering today, I mean, it was a nice green good day. If you were in calls by whatever chance somehow you saw it coming, go ahead. I mean, good luck. Good luck to you. I hope it works out. But I'm not trying to play the long side of this market yet. And I will. I'm not just a permanent bear. I will at some point. Not today. I play the meat of the trend. I'm not trying to catch this top. Wasn't trying to catch this bottom. I want to play the meat of the trend right there, that safe space. Because when I'm risking my money, I want to be safe. I want to play the high risk or the low risk, high reward trade. I'm not looking to just gamble and be like, I hope that's the bottom, and then we drop another 50%, because that's exactly what happened to so many people. And it doesn't look big enough now, but the 2017-18 trend, that's what happens. Everybody here is like, that's the bottom, we're buying. They pushed it back up. But the sellers that got trapped were like, you know what, I'll take half my money and get out at 12,000. There it is again. And right here for months, we traded from June to November with a $6,000 floor. And the highs, like I preach about, high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Even though we kept this flat base of support, that's a descending triangle. Lower highs, and then right here at the time, I was like, any day now, that pump's coming, and we're going on another bull run, not understanding the 4-year cycle. So therefore, that's what we got, folks, right here. I think the capitulation's coming. So there. Enough said. Like, subscribe, tick the little bell so you get notifications when I go live. Discord is in the description below. Please sign up. It's free to sign up and join. You'll get a 2-week free trial, make you some money before you ever even get the option to buy a membership package.